When Dragon Ball Z first came to the US and aired on Toonami, it was a massive hit. It was a series that was loved by fans all over the country. A lot of time has passed since Dragon Ball Z aired on Toonami, and we've all gotten older. I'll be honest, I wasn't one of those kids that grew up with it on Toonami. I grew up with it years after it aired on DVD with the horrific Orange Bricks release. But like many of you, I watched the series with the English dub. I just want to say before I go any further, I have plenty of nostalgia for this dub. I'm not being a hater on it because I'm a sub-elitist or anything. I'm just going to be taking an objective look at this dub. I actually think the dub of Dragon Ball Z Kai is fantastic, the voice acting is great, the script is great, and even the voice actors will agree with you on that. I'm not even here to tell you that the Japanese version is superior, even though I think it is. That's not what this is about. I'm not even telling you to not watch the dub. If you prefer it for whatever reason, I have no issue with that whatsoever. I hope I made myself clear, and with all that out of the way, let's get to it. Funimation took over the dubbing of Dragon Ball Z with their own in-house cast when they decided to no longer outsource it to Ocean Studios. They did auditions and brought in a relatively small and inexperienced cast due to a low budget. There are two things we need to look at when looking at this dub. Its accuracy to the source material, and the acting. The script of Dragon Ball Z's English dub is one that's full of censorship, changes, and cringeworthy jokes. Dragon Ball Z was being shown to children on American television, so it needed to be toned down, as censorship standards in Japan were much different at the time. Of course, the scripting wasn't the only thing that was censored, but I'll be fair and only judge the uncut edition that's available on home releases. Regardless, even the uncut edition kept many of these censored lines, where they won't use certain words that were used in the original version, but I'm not going to go any further down that rabbit hole, because we have bigger fish to fry. The dub changes here are the biggest problem because they change the way characters and crucial moments are meant to be viewed. The best example is Goku's iconic speech to Frieza. In the English dub, Goku says,
"I am the hope of the universe. I am the answer to all living things that cry out for peace. I am protector of the innocent. I am the light in the darkness. I am truth. Ally to good, nightmare to you."
I'm sure some of you are saying, what's wrong with that? Goku is a hero. Well, let's take a listen to the Japanese version.
星は壊せてもたった一人の人間は壊せねえようだな。とっくにご存知なんだろう。俺は地球から貴様を倒すためにやってきたサイヤ人。穏やかな心を持ちながら激しい怒りによって目覚めた伝説の戦士。スーパーサイヤ人孫悟空だ!
See what I mean now? In the dub, Goku is made out to be an unselfish superhero who will do anything to fight crime. In the original version, Goku is declaring that he is the legendary Super Saiyan that Frieza fears. And this isn't the only time the dub makes Goku out to be Superman, when in reality, he's not. Moments like this can cause a ton of confusion when fans who only watch the dub discuss the series with fans who have seen the original version or read the manga. Another example is when Gohan becomes a Super Saiyan for the first time. In the English dub, Goku constantly explains to Gohan that
the power comes in response to a need, not a desire. You have to create that need.
I have to be.
This couldn't be any more untrue. If becoming a Super Saiyan was in response to a need, Gohan, and Goku for that matter, would have become Super Saiyans much earlier. A scene like this could be completely misinterpreted because in the dub, fans are led to believe that Gohan became a Super Saiyan because he had to do it or else he would die. In the original version, Gohan becomes a Super Saiyan because he's angry at himself for failing over and over again. The key to becoming a Super Saiyan is rage, and a lot of dub-only fans could get confused at the concept. Another example would be Goku and Vegeta's conversation before their showdown in the Saiyan arc. In the dub, Vegeta says,
"Kakarot, I have a proposition for you. I'm only going to say this once, so listen carefully. I, Vegeta, Prince of all Saiyans, would like to offer you, Kakarot, the opportunity to stand beside me in this conquest. With Napagon, I could use a good man. Think about it. We would rule the planets. You could have anything you desired. There's no one in the universe that could touch us. Nothing would be out of your grasp. What do you say, Kakarot?"
I have everything I could ever want right here on Earth. So I'll have to say, no thanks. Besides, I've seen how you treat your partners. Not much job security.
All right then, so be it. You had your chance.
This is a dub change that hurts one of the best themes of the arc because in the original version, Vegeta says,
なるほど。ここを貴様の墓場に選んだというわけ。喜ぶがいい。貴様のような下級戦士が超エリートに遊んでもらえるんだからな。サイヤ人は生まれてすぐ戦士の素質を検査される。その時の数値が低いクズ野郎が 貴様のように大した敵のいない星へ送り込まれるのだ。要するに貴様は落ちこぼれだ。
そのおかげでオラはこの地球に来られたんだ。感謝しなきゃな。それによ、落ちこぼれだって必死で努力すりゃエリートを超えることがあるかもよ。
面白い冗談だ。では努力だけではどうやっても越えられぬ壁を見せてやろう。
You see, Vegeta never wanted to give Goku a chance. He just wanted to mock him, setting up a theme that a person who was born as trash could outwork someone who was born an elite. This theme is completely lost in the dub, and it's a damn shame. There are dozens of other examples out there for why this dub is extremely inaccurate, but I think it's time we moved on. I know I'm about to get a ton of hate in the comments right now, but I can't avoid talking about it. Let's talk about Bruce Falconer's music. So in case you didn't know, the English dub of Dragon Ball Z had a different soundtrack than the original, and to be brutally honest, while the music itself is cool, it doesn't really fit. Now before you start typing away in the comments, if you like the Bruce Falconer score more, that's totally fine. I'm just saying objectively, it doesn't fit the emotions that need to be shown. Music is key to portraying certain emotions, and when the replacement score changes those emotions from the way they were meant to be, objectively, it has failed. Let's take a look at one of the most iconic scenes in all of Dragon Ball Z, Gohan's Super Saiyan 2 transformation.
Yet another fighter you could have saved.
16. You love life. You gave everything up to save it. And you were just an android. I let you die. I can't do that. I won't watch anymore. I feel it slipping. And I won't watch this anymore!
余計なお世話だ、出来損ないめ。
You can see how not only the additional lines for the dub hurt the moment, but the music is not fitting for an emotional scene like this at all. Now I know Funimation wasn't actually allowed to play the insert song, but even if you watch the English dub Japanese music soundtrack that's available on the Funimation app in home releases, they have no music whatsoever there, and that's honestly way more emotional than what was played in the dub. If adding music makes the scene worse, then that music has objectively failed. Now let me just say I have no issue with the music itself, it just doesn't fit the emotions and themes of Dragon Ball. Does that mean every single scene is bad? No, there are some great ones, but overall, it's a mess. There are even some scenes where the music sounds really cool, but it just doesn't fit the mood that's being portrayed. An excellent example of this would be Goku's Super Saiyan 3 transformation. In the Japanese version, it's shown to be a chaotic and mysterious moment where the dub has this epic guitar music to get you super excited. Let's move on to the acting. I have nothing but respect for the English cast of Dragon Ball, but their acting in the dub of Dragon Ball Z is definitely some of their worst work. And the thing is, they would agree with you. Take a look at this tweet from Sean Schemmel, the voice of Goku. He says, "I agree Kai is better acted than Z, especially me." Then to top things off, Chris Sabat, who voices almost half of the cast, says, "The original dub is for nostalgia, the Kai dub is for way better accuracy, writing, acting, and overall quality." These are the two biggest names in the Dragon Ball dub, and they're admitting that the dub of Z is essentially for nostalgia and not the best acting that they've done. You can hear it yourself in their performances. Go look up Z dub and Kai dub comparisons. Even some of their casting choices are questionable. The best example here is Linda Young's Frieza versus Chris Ayres' Frieza. While Linda Young is actually a very good voice actress, she was primarily picked because she can closely replicate Pauline Newstone of the Ocean dub. Chris Ayres, on the other hand, is casted because he can best capture the character of Frieza, and boy does he do a great job. I hope I did a good job in explaining how the dub really isn't that great. In fact, it sucks. If you like it, there's nothing wrong with that. But for those of you who don't want to watch the Japanese version, I would recommend watching the Kai dub. There are a lot of misconceptions about it, but I'll just say it's accurate and well acted. It's actually not censored like many of you think. That was only for TV airings. And if you don't want to watch Kai, then just read the manga. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, and if you're new, subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications. Thank you so much for watching, and most importantly, have a great day.